That man's name was Jeff Adachi. He made an enemy of the San Francisco mafia, and he wound up dead with some very suspicious things happening at the medical examiner's office. It was a huge scandal. And so he basically wrote this piece out of exasperation and anger, and he said people do not realize what she is. Her mother worked at a hospital in, I want to say Montreal, in Montreal, where they were running the MK Ultra program, and he was speaking extensively about how she was brought over because she was very good with apes. And at this time is when you had like Jane Goodall, and you had they were really interested in experimenting on apes in order to determine what they could do to humans psychologically. And so she got drafted into the MK Ultra program. Now, I know that the depictions that she tells you about her childhood are not real because, Alex, I don't know if you know this, but while I've been doing this series, Kamala's family members reached out, the ones that are not communists, to verify that she's been lying about her genealogy and said her mother was extremely strict on her. You know, those girls were run like a military, probably because it was a military program. It was a CIA program. And so it is extremely alarming that this guy comes out, he tells you he's from the same circles as Kamala Harris. No one has been able to debunk anything that he has said. And it does look like when you see where her mother worked, and you are familiar with the MK Ultra program, which, like you said, you can look this up on Wikipedia. This is not a conspiracy. That Kamala may have been drafted into that program. It's quite terrifying.
And unlike most headquarters being Virginia or D.C. or Maryland for other federal programs, San Francisco is the recognized world headquarters of MK Ultra and its privatization operations.
Correct.
That came out in the Senate hearings in the 70s.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. And that there's a book that I've been recommending everybody read called Chaos, which talks about that's why Charles Manson was all throughout California. He was a Fed. He got turned in prison, taught how to hypnotize people. And the purpose behind that, again, was war. Just to be clear, they lied about what happened that night with the Manson murders. He wasn't there. He was a Fed. The women were people that were working on behalf of the Feds. And they wanted America to think that this mass murder had happened and it was executed by a hippie commune, when in fact it wasn't. The CIA was verifiably there that night, thanks to the remarkable journalistic work of Tom O'Neill in the book Chaos. They were there that night because America, everyone was on LSD, thanks to the CIA, but they had this effect where nobody wanted to go to war. It was like peace, love, rock and roll. And so when they said, no, we want to go to war, we want to go to war right now. We want to go to Vietnam. We're going to do this in Cambodia. They wanted everyone to snap out of this LSD reverie. And what better way to do it than with a psychologically traumatizing event? Speaking about how, you know, they carved a baby out of this actress that everybody loves and, you know, wrote her blood on the wall. People instantly, they say this is the day the music died. The hippie generation ended the day of the Charles Manson murders, and the reporters all started reporting on it and how gory it was. And people were terrified. And suddenly the peace, love,